Cosmos. So as I'm sure y'all already know already, when it comes to idea, yeah, I totally missed it, but as I'm sure y'all, yeah, as y'all already reading into this, just by the title, um, so yeah, apparently, and yeah, they did this like y'all should already know this. If not, it's not like much of y'all already, but probably everybody already knows about this already. But yeah, so Triple H came out of his mouth too. Yeah, Triple H, that WWE just announced a new thing when it comes a new branch when it comes to the new World Heavyweight Championship. So they announced this shit. They announced a new tournament, and they announced that because it has something to do, not also that Raw superstars will be competing, because it's a championship for Raw. That's why they made the championship in the draft to begin with, but that's not actually the real reason. But let me get into it though, cause I don't want to be all over the place. So I'll still read y'all. Yeah, we'll still evaluate the situation of what's going on right now. So yeah, during the backlash, I really got to start paying attention to these two. But I'm blame WWE for not let me know that I shouldn't give a fuck at all. But yeah, during the backlash press conference today, yeah, Swan Juan, Puerto Rico, Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H broke some news how the company will determine the first person to carry the new World Heavyweight Championship belt they just introduced. After Backlash this Monday night on Raw, we will begin a World Heavyweight Championship tournament. It will be across both brands. Doing my Triple H whiz. On Monday Night Raw, there will be two triple threat matches with the winners facing each other later that night to determine a winner from Monday Night Raw. Alright, that Friday, and yeah, like that Friday, then also that Friday on SmackDown, the same thing will happen. Yeah, two more triple threat matches will take place. Those winners will face each other at the end of SmackDown to determine a winner there. Those two winners from Raw and SmackDown will then go on to Night of Champions, where one of them will be crowned the new World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, that's pretty much like. So that's what's going on. Like, cause yeah, pretty much like. Oh my gosh. So like, it's like this. So it's like the same thing with the draft. Already breaking the rules when it came down to the draft. Them already breaking the rules, showing us that they do not, that this draft is a total fucking joke, snoozing joke. Like, if you're not gonna, they're not even following through with the draft. Originally, what is the draft, and what the rules of the draft. Like, they don't even follow through the other shit. They don't even follow through their own shit that they made up. What was originally that's always been like this for years. And they don't even follow the own rules to their own, like I said, they don't even follow their own rules to their own activities. And you have, yeah, of course, one of them free agents, one of them being Omos. Yeah, because, I believe, Omos is a free agent. And it's like they're making choices. Like they put superstars on the same brands, or as far as like to make it feel like they moved, like they're really changing up the rosters. But yeah, like as far like okay, like as far as like we see the superstar, they've been on this brand. Like we've seen them been on this brand, so it's not like you're doing it. Like this shit reminds me of. Like when they did that boxing tournament in '98, I forgot. Hey, I forgot what it's called. Damn, like I think it was called I forgot. That's what all this bullshit nonsense reminds me of. Oh yeah, Brawl for All. Like I said, they're clearly, obviously showing us that. Yeah, like already that they don't give a fuck, and that that they're already going back to the way the way things have already been. Like just waste, like already showing and saying to everybody point blank that y'all do not give a fuck about this draft, that nobody cares about this draft, and that we supposed to all take it in. And of course, of course the nerd groupies are gonna jerk them off. Oh, especially Triple H, So it's like, why should I go even more out of my way to really, like, y'all already showing us that this, like, yeah, like, y'all not even following through. It's like, as it goes on, y'all not already. It's just in plain view as it's going on. Like, y'all, oh my gosh, like I said, like, this is, man. I don't even know why I don't even know why I'm wasting my own fucking clock, my own time clock. But wow, yeah. Like, yeah, like this whole tournament, these like tournaments, like what's, cause like I said, like the whole, I said I'll go when it goes, like when it comes down to the whole draft. I mean, we'll pretty much start that next week. I want to dig more deep into that, but I said for this draft to really work, obviously they would have to go back to the beginnings. They would have to go back to what it originally sought, the draft. Like when it came to the whole official draft being a thing, when they, them creating the draft as far as it being pretty much like a fantasy draft, or the NBA or NFL, or just like a draft, yeah, just like only like as a draft for the WWE. So like, and then they didn't start doing the whole squaring off between brands, the whole the warfare. Yeah, just like the whole warfare, like chaotic warfare between brands, like until later. I think it was like 05 or 06, so later like that. That's when they started doing that later on, as time went by. Like I said, if you were like, obviously, if they were to have to really let people, because that's what originally that was when it came to the draft. I don't think, because I don't know. Did they already start? Because as soon as they announced that first, when the official draft came through, yeah, that's when superstars, they weren't allowed. It wasn't as a fucking, when they got like, yeah, it wasn't like looked at as a fucking comedy skit nowadays. You just like, this is a draft. Like, yeah, like they actually took it seriously, took it to heart, and it was actually a draft. Raw and SmackDown superstars didn't go on each other brands. Man, like this whole draft is it's really funny. Let's say you can clearly see it. They know that like everything is just, nothing is really going on and nothing is really changing, or as far as change to the game, nothing is really, they're not doing anything. It's just the same shit that we've been seeing for years. As like these whole tournaments with to going forward to crown a new world heavyweight champion, like what's the point then? What's the point of having a tournament if like this is a Raw championship? Like I said, this is really all obviously because like I said, like because Roman is on his 1,000 days. They want him to touch that, and they want him to break barriers, pretty much like their, the company mascots, like a Hogan or Bruno Sammartino, like something like that. And yeah, like I told you, like they don't, or like pretty much like we all already knew, they don't want Roman to lose those championships. And like I said, like this was the original plan. Just like I said, like even like giving them reason to make it seem like there's like, or just whole draft and tournament. Just like I said, them making these like going forward, whatever they decide going forward. This is all to just cover up the fact that they don't want to. Of course, they don't want to lose. They don't want Roman to lose those titles. Because I want to go further into this, and like I said before. Like that was the whole original plan, to be, when it came to Cody Rhodes. I said they had that whole plan mocked up already. Like it was like, I said this already, whether it was going to be Roman, it was supposed to be Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, but obviously those plans, as we know, and just like they were gonna have the new championship that we were already hearing about, which is already here, and that was gonna be for Cody Rhodes. I said, just watch as time goes, like as these weeks go, as days, weeks, as these weeks go by, like just watch. Like this whole championship was made up just so they could. Like I said, this whole championship is for Cody Rhodes, and yeah, it is like it is what I've been hearing, about the championship. It is a consolation prize. That's the deal, though. Like I welcome the idea. I like it, but it's just like I said, with the draft and this whole new championship, we already know what it's gonna pan out to be. It's just like them finding reasons to, as far as like, okay, like like we care about this, guys, for showing you, we're not completely wasting your time. We're gonna we're doing these things for you. Is like come on, man. Stop screwing with us. But like. Yeah, like last, it's just last. Yeah, these new reasons, I'm just finding ways to just, as far as that I'm showing us that, like they could care less, but yeah, like I said, I didn't want to. Of course, I had to talk, but I don't want to waste anybody, especially my time, any further going forward. And we just wait for backlash later on tonight. Not like I mean, it's going to be little difficult because I really don't want to do it, but obviously, but yeah, I mean, see, yeah, it's pretty much, let's just wait for go on into backlash tonight, but yeah, that's pretty much what this is going to do, because like I said, this whole tournament, it was brought. Because I knew something they were gonna do is pull some, just some more dumb shit was gonna come before even Friday, before SmackDown. But I got winded a bit. So somebody told me it, but it's just this, like, not only it's pretty much the championship is a consolation prize. This whole shit is just, this whole thing is dumb. It's really just over. Just where's the logic? Like, this was absolutely makes no sense. This absolutely makes no sense. But we just go let's just go further into the backlash later on tonight, and I'll see y'all then. And but just enjoy the rest of y'all day, though. Absolutely makes no sense. Well, I'll keep on talking, but cause I know I forgot something, but I said, not only if, not that it needs to be said, but what's the whole point? Like, what was the whole point to begin with? If you're just like I said, they're just making shit up as they go. They're just making shit up as they go along. What was the whole point then? If I'm gonna have SmackDown, it didn't go. It didn't go through yet. The draft it doesn't go through until the next week. But shut the fuck up, man. Like, oh my gosh. I said, what sense does this make? Like, if y'all gonna have, it's a Raw championship, but they're literally just doing whatever. Enjoy yourself, Cosmos. I'm gonna see y'all very much later. Stay blessed.